Hi, I'm Sharon Atkinson. I'm a metaphysical transformation coach, and I'm often asked what I mean when I talk about people achieving extraordinary outcomes for themselves, no matter what. This is a great question, and I stand by that though. You can achieve absolutely anything that is pinned to your vision board without a doubt. So, I'm going to share with you my story of transformation and how this led to me creating the abundance mastery system, and so that you can use it to achieve your own extraordinary results in your life. So, I grew up in pretty typical family in the western suburbs of Melbourne, and very middle class upbringing. There's nothing like exceptional about my childhood, in all honesty. But I didn't know. I suppose I followed like this path that has been less than ordinary in so many ways. And it's been a real roller coaster. Like I've had these amazing highs and these like crashing lows. So I did all the normal things, like went to school, all that sort of stuff. And I had this career like where I achieved some phenomenal outcomes for myself. I ticked all the boxes on paper, the car, the house, the lifestyle. I manifested fantastic stuff for myself, like pay rises, promotions, being high performer, number one best-selling author. And I even accidentally manifested my husband when I wrote my second book. So, like, some really cool stuff. And everything seemed like, smooth sailing. I've got this, I can manifest whatever I want, until I found myself in this brutal litigation. And I had broken out of the corporate world to start my own business as a finance broker and a business coach. And this litigation over an estate just threatened. It's the only way that I can really describe it. It really threatened like my relationships, my business, and like my own sanity as well, and my happiness. And my solicitor had said, like, this is going to take 2 years for you to resolve. Like, this is what we're looking at. And I was not up for that, like, at all. Like, I've got better things to put my energy into than this legal drama playing out for 2 years. And so I was really determined, like, to wrap this up as quickly as possible. And through this whole experience that I went through with litigation and crafting a way to find the light at the end of the tunnel in that's where the abundance mastery system was born, in that shitty situation. It's no other way I can describe it, but that's where I decided to weave together mindset work, metaphysics, and manifestation to create the outcomes that I wanted to see against, like, these horrendous circumstances. And within 3 months, this whole situation of litigation was wrapped up, and I was over the moon. And I knew that I could rewrite anything about myself on the inside, and it had a direct effect on what I was experiencing in my own life. And it was so powerful for me. And I felt this inner force, like, really guiding me to share what I knew and what I had found, so that people could replicate this for themselves. And because I trusted my guidance implicitly, and it had gotten me out of such a tight jam, I thought, okay, like, I'm going to keep following this guidance that's coming through for me. And that was to shut down my finance broker and business coaching business and start an energy healing business. And so I did. And it was very nerve-wracking going from, I've got a background as a business banker and finance. And, once upon a time, I managed $1 billion portfolio in that kind of space. And so it was kind of nerve-wracking, but very exciting at the same time. stepping into this energy healing space because I knew what I had achieved on a personal front, and I wanted to support people to create miracles in their own life as well, and help them overcome whatever's in their way. So I was really excited by this, and everything felt so aligned going into 2020. And as 2020 started to play out, it seemed like I'd been like on this wild goose chase, following my guidance. And I remember this morning in 2020 like it was yesterday. I woke up, I was so excited about the day ahead and all this planning that I was going to do, for my startup energy healing business. And it was so soul satisfying. And to be able to do that for work was, really refreshing for me compared to finance. And so I was in my pajamas, making my coffee in the morning. And I'm in Melbourne, where we were coming out of summer. It's the end of summer, but it still looked like it was going to be a great day. The sun's shining, birds are chirping. So I made myself a coffee, sat down at the kitchen table, and having that first sip of coffee, which is like, for me, like liquid gold. And that's usually where my gratitude practice comes in for the day. I'm so grateful for that first sip of coffee. And I digress, but so I had that first cup of coffee. I'm on an absolute high, looking forward to the day, what I'm going to achieve for myself. Then I open social media, and I can see that the first thing I saw was that the northern part of Italy had just gone into lockdown. And at that moment, it felt like all the excitement I had that was bubbling up from the moment that I woke up that day had just been ripped out of me. And as I started to read news reports and, watch some predictions about how this could potentially unfold for the rest of the world, and listening to, because of my finance background, some economic forecasts as well about what this could potentially mean, I thought, I've stuffed up. I've made a huge mistake following my guidance, because it didn't make sense to me. How was it going to be possible for a startup business to survive or even thrive or even get going like under these circumstances, and what they were predicting was going to play out for 2020? And my husband has his own business as well. And I thought, well, what's this going to mean for our household? And like, we could potentially be really impacted. And I thought, oh my God, like, I'm just gambling with our future by following my guidance and my intuition. Like, I've made a massive, massive mistake. And all completely logical. But then this inner voice in me pipes up again and reminded me that I've got all of these tools that I can use, and across mindset, metaphysics, and manifestation. And I'm still skeptical at this point, even though I know like it's helped me out of, litigation. I've got some really great outcomes like in multiple areas of my life by this stage. I'm still skeptical. And this one concept kept coming to mind as well, and that was your beliefs create your reality. And so I thought, okay, whatever's going to happen in 2020 is going to happen in 2020. And I'm going to put what I know to the ultimate test. If our beliefs really do create a reality, then I'm going to be able to achieve everything that's pinned to my vision board that year. I'm going to be able to have my successful business. I'm going to be able to continue this like feel good feeling, bouncing out of bed every day, excited about what, is going to unfold for me. I'm going to be able to keep that going. So I decided, okay, let's play. I'm all in. I'm going to give this a go and see what I can do with the tools that I've got, and if my guidance is, going to be on the money with this, because it hasn't led me astray so far. So I got crystal clear on the goals that and outcomes that I wanted to see for myself, like in my business and in my life during that time. Crystal clear. And then I went about this process of dissolving every single belief and block and repatterning my mindset to support the outcomes that I wanted to see. And I not disregarded, but more removed all of the thoughts and emotions that were coming up that were in conflict with those outcomes for myself. And I just stayed in my own lane, focusing on the outcomes that I wanted to achieve. And that year, I launched a successful 6-figure startup business. And I worked with my husband and supported him to go from 6 to 7 figures in the world's most locked down city. And I didn't just get through 2020. I thrived, and I rewrote the rule book on what's possible to achieve in my business and in my life. And the key for this, like this type of acceleration and achieving outcomes like with such precision, has been to listen to that inner guidance and the path that it's leading you down, and trusting that that's going to be the right one for you. It's so hard to do because of all these doubts that come up. But when you know how to weave mindset, metaphysics, and manifestation together from that place of alignment, you can achieve extraordinary outcomes for yourself. So today I work with my clients, the amazing light workers, healers, change makers of the world, and I help them facilitate a breakthrough for themselves, as well as teaching them all the tools inside the abundance mastery system so that they can achieve uncompromised success in their life for the rest of their life. They're in the driver's seat. And it's more than achieving goals though. This is a space where you turn your groundbreaking ideas into realities by trusting your guidance. You master your mindset and you stand in your power as the ultimate creator of your reality so that you can have the impact and that you're envisioning for the world, because your unique magic is needed and the world cannot change without you. And so this is something that you're desiring for yourself, and you're ready to start a journey of transformation and learn all the tools that you need to craft your reality and achieve absolutely phenomenal results for yourself against all odds, then I'm your metaphysical maverick that is going to light the way for you and support you every step of the way. Because your extraordinary life is waiting, and we can help you achieve that. Let's do it together. So to find out all the different ways that we can work together, there are a few. So you can visit my website, sharonatkinson.com, and learn about how we can work together there. And I really can't wait to work with you and support you to achieve whatever's pinned to your vision board so that you can do it with this level of soul satisfying purpose and passion that I experience every day. I'll see you soon.